Hi guys, and welcome back! Gonna be continuing the Groupstage D, and this one's got me in it, as well as NoFun. Give me some fun GVG action right here. You'll need a little bit of context. First off, this is my map pick, then... No, that's not true. This is NoFun's map pick, and then I pick Kharak Thief afterward. But the other context here is that actually... Wait a second. Ah, we're good. I was just worried. My headphones actually have like a no microphone setting, and I was a bit worried I had hit it there. But it's not true, as you can tell. Anyhow, we actually played this game already, and then we played it again. And the reason is because we discovered we actually had the artifacts turned off, which wouldn't have been a huge issue, except it's a tournament, with, you know, artifact extraction being one of the win conditions, so we figured, yeah, we probably ought to replay this one. The game had actually already been finished, though. NoFun knows what's coming then, and in this case he knows that it's going to be a 2PC railgun rush. So the question is, what is he going to do to combat it? He had already played his game with Catharsis, I believe, at this point, although that may not be true. So if he had, and it was on this map too, in fact, then he would definitely be kind of wondering to himself, okay, so it went pretty well last time, but what do I do against a 2PC rush like this? We'll see what he chooses to, though. For me, it's going to be, oh, yeah, right. No, yeah, that's interesting. No, it's not interesting. It's completely boring as can be. It's just gonna be the standard 2PC rush build that I like to do, so... Sorry, I thought I had like only one salvager in our use, but you can see I made the second one out of that production cruiser. He goes over to the base to get the third one set up. Second production cruiser pops Sandscaper fabrication about 3 seconds, so it's maybe a little bit later than usual, but it'll be fine. Sandscaper production on the way here. Now it looks like what NoFun's choosing to do is move out across the map with his Sandscapers here and try to take the fight with me early. And this is something that can actually work pretty well. The reason, of course, is that if you can fight your opponent's whatchamacallums, if you can fight your opponent's Sandscapers with the one production cruiser, which gets his production a little bit faster, right? Because obviously it'll start producing them before yours will. Then the idea is that you can fight with, you know, superior numbers here and actually have a pretty good chance of winning the Sandscaper fight despite having less production, because you have more numbers out on the field at the start. And thus beginneth the micro wars. Obviously, we know if you go for a production cruiser rush build like this, it usually just becomes like a micro fest, and whoever can micro better will win here. But things are going pretty decently for me. We've traded 2 for 1 now, so I'm looking pretty good in that regard. A little bit of a miss micro leaves this guy alone here. He's getting hammered on by these Sandscammers. He will go down, but I'm going to gear up this guy too. Looks like it's 3 to 4 now, I believe. 2 to 3, actually. And at this point, the extra production that I have starts to kick in a little bit. I kind of let this guy die sloppy. Some bad focus fire coming out from me there. NoFun's focus fire, meanwhile, very good, actually. It's kind of... wow, it's very good. We've actually traded 4 for 4 now, but it doesn't matter. Like, the longer this goes on, the more, you know, chances I'm going to have to beat him here, because I'll have more and more Sandscammers coming out if the fight takes longer and longer. Wow. Really bad micro from me there. That looked like it happened on his side rather accidentally, but he had the guy like go around the hill and I was like trying to shoot at him through the dune. Anyway, the longer this goes on, the more Sandscammers I'm going to have relative to him, and he can't keep this up forever. He has delayed a lot of time though. And now he's going for assault ship fabrication. Although I should reiterate, only 8 to 7 trading here. This is actually really bad for me. Like, I should have a lot more kills than that. It's starting to get better now. He's going to lose his 10th Sandscammer, I believe. Whereas I've only lost 7. But we would expect to see this happen a lot earlier. I guess I was just being a little bit sloppy with the micro there. Anyway, Sandscammers are all gone for NoFun now. He's gotten assault ship fabrication, but he's cancelled it. Uh-oh. That's quite bad. He is getting another production cruiser. That's what he needed, but this is going to be really rough for him. I'd recommend railgun fabrication at this point. Like, you need to get it eventually, probably, to hold this off. But this is going to be a little nasty. That's for sure. Railgun fabrication coming out for me, of course. 15 seconds out on that. Obviously, I want to get the Sandscammer majority before we go into that. And even if he had assault ship tech right now, I could just back away. I still have the Sandscammers for sure. Get some railguns and then come back in. I'll be fine. NoFun's starting to get railgun fabrication as well. Second production cruiser is coming out. But railgun fabrication is finished for me, and I believe I'm creating 2 heavies at the same time. Yep, that is the case. And that's going to be enough. That's all I need to siege down this carrier, but I'll probably go up to 4 at some point. Power Reserve 1 is finished, as well as an artifact extraction. Again, NoFun putting in the healing instead of the movement. I think this is something I saw from him earlier. He probably just wants to put in there. Because if the carry can move around, that's a lot better for you. And it also rotates faster when you have that. I think Catharsis was talking about this on the Discord server, but it is indeed true, because the missile launcher is in the back here, you want to have that carrier facing back to whoever you fight with, so that if you do have the chance to shoot at them, it'll be missiles that you fire instead of these bullets. Anyway, just kind of buying for time right now is he. Taking a bit of damage to that carrier while he tries to build up an army to fight me with his production cruisers. But he hasn't got much time. You can see his carrier already about half health now. Actually, these two railguns here are even on the high ground. This guy could be too. Just back up a little bit. But here come the Sandskimmers. They're going to have to take this fight or else it's going to be game over. There's really nothing that NoFun can do at this point unless he wins this fight here. So he chooses to just try to kill off the railguns as fast as he can. He's going to get one of them, but obviously that means he loses more Sandskimmers, and then next thing you know, it's just going to be over for him. I did lose vision of the carrier briefly, so the damage stopped for a second, but I'm back out there. And that carrier is going to die. Nothing to do about it. And that'll be a 1-0 for me. Moving into game 2 now, NoFun probably going to be expecting this again because I've done it twice in a row now, but what I want to point out though is that adaptation was actually really good to move out there with one production cruiser and try and slow me down. But if you're getting two production cruiser rushed like this, get your second production cruiser out as fast as you can. That's definitely the prudent choice there. Let's check out game 2, shall we? Gonna be on College Teeth, like I said. This was my map pick. And I was thinking, you know, at this point, okay, what do I want to do? Probably I'll try to play a little bit more standard now at this point. Because NoFun probably going to be expecting another railgun rush here. I've done it twice in a row, like I just said. So if I play a little bit more standard, you know, the way that I always do with the one production cruiser aggression build, then probably I'll be able to catch him off guard a little bit. So that's my idea at the moment. NoFun, meanwhile, what's he gonna do? Looks like it's a base runner retirement build, right? Yeah, it is. That guy gets yoinked away by the carrier. Sandskimmer fabrication starts pretty early for him too, but he's gonna be sitting back on the base with that production cruiser. He may be going 2 PC here. Let's check the resource. Yeah, no, because he's already got Sandskimmer fabrication on the way. It's like close both of the tabs. It's the worst thing at the beginning of the game when you want to, you know, click on Sandskimmer fabrication as fast as you can, but you accidentally hit here, and you're like, oh, where is it? I kind of wish these tabs just couldn't be closed, to be honest. Anyway. Yeah, looks like it's just very standard eco opening from NoFun here. Going to start producing some Sandskimmers from this production cruiser as well, but he's not going to move out at all. That's kind of interesting to see. So here I am. We'll see what damage I can do. Probably I can hold him off of his third for a little while here. I do have the Sandskimmer lead just by a little bit. Fleet capacity 45 come out for me, and actually Assault Ship fabrication coming out very early here for NoFun. I mean, not like rushed kind of early, but it is before fleet capacity 45, so I'd say it's kind of an aggressive unit tech choice there. But I have a feeling something's coming in for like a backstab here, so I head back to see what I'm missing while I chase down this salvager here. Always a good move, by the way, if a unit is gonna die anyway, see what you can do with him, and in this case he pulled the Sandskimmers out quite some distance. Looks like production cruiser from NoFun wants to kind of move out a little bit. I don't know. Thing is, he's going to need to get some damage done with these assault ships here, because probably my play now is to go for refinery mode. I feel like I've kind of sufficiently scared him here that I can get away with that. So refinery mode is going to be the choice for me as I pick up this middle artifact here and attempt to extract. That's actually an interesting choice for me to take the middle artifact. I think I probably should be going for this one because I'm not expecting to have map control for very long here. So this is just more chance for my base runner to get killed off. But looks like he's going to be fine in this case. NoFun, however, already with the assault ship fabrication coming out now. And one of them about to be produced, so I'm going to see that in a moment as long as I don't... Yeah. Enemy armor inbound. Yeah, okay, so we know. Which means that I'm going to get railgun fabrication as fast as I can here. No second production cruiser in sights for me. Refiner mode starts coming out for NoFun here. So if he can hold me off of my second for just a little bit of time with the assault ships, he could definitely be in an okay position at this point. But it's going to be a little bit tricky for him. Soul Chip's not very quick, as you know. It's going to have to come down onto my second. It's going to take a lot of time before it gets there. And I do have Railgun Fabrication only about 30 seconds out. I'm also trying to see if I can kind of delay him here a little bit by moving my Sandstorm around, because it is a little bit uncomfortable how close he is to me. Base Runner looks like he's going to be just fine. Base Runner heals pop 2 to kind of like get even a little bit more of an edge on this retreat here. I think I'm going to kill that Sand. Yeah, that one is going to go down. And I can actually take this fight now, so I'm kind of just going to get on top of him there. And chill out on top of them. In fact, look at that. This guy here who went around on the backside, he's actually come back in. The artifact does score. And 2 Assault Ships going to get up into the back line there. They are a little bit uncomfortably close. I'm not really thinking that they're going to be here. So this could maybe be problems, right? Going to evacuate the production cruisers, salvagers as well, probably just wise. But the second production cruiser's on the way. There's an assault railgun coming out like right now. So probably this is not going to go anywhere for NoFun. Still, I call the Sandstormers back in. I should really just leave them out there, actually. But yeah, it'll be a little bit of mining time lost for me, and he does have refiner mode, so he's mining off of 2 and I'm mining off of 1, but he only has 1 salvager there, actually. And I'm going to get back onto my my second, really. Yeah, see, I'm taking my third, actually, instead of the second, but I'm going to be back on it in, like, no time here. And I'm feeling fine about this, too, because obviously I can just take this base instead. Like, that's okay for me. So, pressure's on him, really, to, you know, like, clear this out. I can just sit here all day. Second production cruiser for NoFun, I see, is coming out right now. Salvager's getting hooned on a little bit there, but they're probably going to be okay. The terrain here is a little tricky for the railguns, though. Very close. It's not nearly so open, I think, as it is on the other... No, the other side's about the same. But these assault ships do eventually get contained here. NoFun going to scout that second production cruiser with him, though, so he knows all about that. Railgun Armor 1 is finished, meanwhile, so it's not going to be easy for the assault ships to kill these guys off, although it looks like through my negligence I'm going to ensure that he is going to at least 1 kill. Yeah, you can see me move it away right at the end there, but that's a little bit too late, of course. I always feel a lot better about my play when I'm not watching it, because once I watch it I realize, like, ooh. Anyway, I'm kind of expecting the air transition. It's no surprise for me there, because obviously I'm going for railguns, he went for assault ships. Normally the next choice here is obviously just to go for that air tech, see if you can kill off those railguns and steal the momentum back. So I have missile ships on the way already, from this production cruiser right here. This one probably going to start building one in a second, but we'll have to see. Railgun Armor 2 finishes for me, meanwhile. And actually another base runner coming out here, so I think I did lose the... no, he's right there. Hey, look at that. Anyway, I do have anti-air on the field, but he's going to launch with only 2 here, which is a little bit faster than you would expect. You can see what damage he can dump onto the railguns here. And it'll probably be pretty good. He kills off 1. You can see me splitting these guys so that they won't take damage from the missiles that are meant for the other railguns there. Coming here with my Sandstormers to try and give some grief to that 3rd base as well. But I'm on 3 base pretty securely at this point. He's actually still not on his 2nd. Looks like he's just a little bit... what's the word here? Predisposed, you know what I mean, I guess? I don't know, I'm not totally sure what I'm trying to say. But the point is, he hasn't been able to get that set up again yet. Definitely wants to get on that in just a second. 1 interceptor is going to go down, and the damage is pretty minimal. I think it was like 3 assault railguns. I'm totally fine with that. I know that the air tech is out, so I'll probably just make a little bit more anti-air to be safe if there's the 2nd one. And being on 3 base like this is very comfortable. I can do really whatever I want at this point. Little scuffles going on in the middle there, although I do need to be a bit careful. The anti-air is not actually in that position, in that area. So, and they do get launched, but yeah, it looks like I'm heading back to the missile ships now. He's going to fly right over them too, as well as 2 base runners. That's going to be... ouch. In fact, he's actually trying to fight the missile ship. I obviously would recommend this. You can see 3 interceptors and they're still all going to get killed off here. No damage done. No permanent damage anyway. Honor Guard Fabrication is out for me. I don't typically like playing with my food. I'm probably just going to try to finish it off now. Carrier begins to move out here. Third production cruises out to hold that main base. Little poke going to come out here for NoFun, but it's destined to go nowhere. Definitely not going to go well. You know, a bunch of sand skimmers against the soul railguns like this, especially when they've got armor 3, I think, right? Yeah. I'm a big believer in armor 3, I'll put it that way. No losses taken there on my side. And I'm just going to press the advantage, I know I've got it. Railgun fabrication not even on the way for NoFun, so he wants to keep fighting this with the armor composition he's got right now, and that's going to be tricky. I could actually lose some assault railguns right here. I'm not totally in anti-air coverage yet, but missile ships are not far away. That probably would be a bit unwise for NoFun to try. You can see just how much they can hammer on this assault railgun without killing it. It's kind of incredible, right? Assault railguns, man, they're good units. I remember, actually, back in the day when no one would build these things, we kind of thought it was like, oh my gosh, I was blocking my base right now. No, we kind of thought it was like bad to have assault railguns, like they weren't really good. And it was sort of like, if you... And that was also back when we thought that in the opening, getting assault ship tech basically meant you were like, at the disadvantage. Or at least I did, I'm not sure how widespread these views were, but anyway. Yeah, assault railguns were really frowned upon. It was like, why would you ever get these things, you know? And then we discovered how good they were against Strikecraft, and we were like, oh. I think it was kind of like Trend when showed everyone just how good they could be if they were used properly. Well, there is a plethora of ways that I could win at this point. Obviously, I can just push on to victory from here, probably. If I just get some heavy rails to supplement the army, yeah, I can see. They're actually going to the backstab position, which is pretty fun. Or I can, you know, push in with the carrier and honor guards, or I can just extract the 5th artifact, and honestly, it looks like that's going to be fastest. Weapons are out, actually, for NoFun, right? I heard that. Yeah, and they're heavies, of course, which is going to be very, very good against these assault railguns, heavy railguns being a very natural counter there. I'm going to try to get them, like, no, I'm going to go the wrong way. Well, it looks like I'm actually going to make it to my mark here. Obviously, if you can close the distance, the assault railguns are very good at this job because they're much less squishy, and they kill the railguns much faster as well. Or, sorry, they have, like, the same damage output against other railguns. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The artifact is going to get scored, and that will be GG. That's going to be a nice clean 2-0 for me. But NoFun, I think, played pretty well.